And the race is on. The Goddess Nike got out quickly and goes right to the early advantage. Literati is forwardly placed. Good enough for me. Right there in that firing line, as is Gulf Coast Girl, who's going to be four deep as they run into that turn. Just in behind them comes Ritz on Broadway. Josiah is handy. And at the back, having to take up momentarily there was Money Slot. 6.5 furlongs left to go. Just 5 lengths cover the group here in the early stages as the Goddess Nike and Charlie Marquez take the point. The Goddess Nike in front of length and 3/4. To Literati in second. Ritz on Broadway saved all the ground, moved up a couple of spots in third. 24-1 for that opening quarter mile as they work their journey down the back stretch. The Goddess Nike in front. The Goddess Nike, the lead is down to 3/4 of a length. Literati presses a bit closer as they try to slack the pace up front. In behind horses, there comes Ritz on Broadway. Outright Gulf Coast Girl trying to make up some ground. Money Slot. Josiah has a seam down on the rail. And at the back, good enough for me. But now they're only 4 lengths front to back with a half mile left to go. The Goddess Nike has made every yard thus far. The opening half at 49-3. The Goddess Nike to the far turn. Literati been second for much of the journey. Josiah slips through inside of Ritz on Broadway. They're right together, third and fourth. Under a good hold is Josiah, just going to need a seam. Then comes Good Enough for Me, who gets a little bit of a signal from back in fifth. 2 more to Gulf Coast Girl and Money Slot at the back. The Goddess Nike brings them to the quarter pole. A host of challengers just in behind. Ritz on Broadway. Literati 3 deep, Josiah toward the inside. The Goddess Nike in front by 2, though. The Goddess Nike to the top of the stretch. 2.5 lengths to the good. Josiah going to try to swing toward the outside. Ritz on Broadway looking for a seam, and Good Enough for Me is back fourth on the inside. A final furlong left to go. They still got to reel in this long-time leader, the Goddess Nike, and her lead is extending. The Goddess Nike by the 16th pole in front by 4. Ritz on Broadway, Josiah, Literati all battling out for the minor placings. The Goddess Nike gate 2 wire. Won it by 5.5, 6 in the end. Ritz on Broadway was second, Josiah third. Then came the exact to 2 and 1, $25.10. Trifecta, $40.40. Daily double 7 and 2, $11.90. That superfecta, $254.10. The high five was hit for $1,326.80. Up next, today's third race in 23 minutes. Race 3, the Frazier and Dieter Purse. Scratch number 2, Discreet Devil, will be at 6 furlongs. Field of 9 set to go. Post time for the third in 22 minutes. Want to welcome our featured group into the winner's circle for this second race.